Hey everyone, welcome to my read through and discussion of Ichi the Witch. Right now we are on chapter the 5. Last chapter we saw Ichi and Descara's head to the capital and make their way to the Witch Association. And today we're going to be diving into their arrival. So not going to keep you any longer. Let's get right into the chapter. All right, let's get started here with the first page. Name: everyone's favorite uber talented badass Descaras and one guest. Everyone's favorite uber talented badass Descaras. That's the name you register under. Name and voice print verified. Permission for Mirage. Passage granted. So starting off here, Ichi and Descaras make their way to this mirror-like creature that they were speaking with. It looks like in the middle, like when it looks like, I guess, like a cyclops. Imagine a mirror, right? And on the top of it, it's like the top of the head, and it has like one eye, so it's able to like look at who's approaching the mirror. And on the bottom half, it's kind of like the bottom part of its jaw. So the mirror is like in its mouth when it's open, and when after they give the name, its tongue kind of like falls out of its mouth as if it were a rug, allowing them to kind of walk up it as a set of stairs and enter the Mirage, or the doorway here. Page 2. Ichi the Witch, 5th Hunt. Shirabedonna, the Analytical Witch. Story by Osamu Nishi and art by Shiro Usazaki. They're a great writer and a great artist for sure. This story right here has me hooked in. The artwork here on the top panel, it shows Ichi and Descaras walking into the what looks to be a palace or some sort of, a huge structure. The ceiling is extremely high. It's like some sort of temple or cathedral. And Ichi, being a village boy, he's most definitely never seen anything like this. Just as he was amazed at the city when he approached, he even the panel following, he's completely like amazed, just kind of in shock. Says, "The ceiling is way high." Just super excited. Page 3. The ground is all stone too. What's this pattern? Are the pillars wood? I've never seen this wood grain before. Why is everything so glittery? I don't get it. Pumpkin. Can I carve out a chunk? No harvesting. Would you just behave? Well, no, that's not happening. Don't attract attention. Yeah, too late for that. Don't cause trouble. Got it? Okay. Still, there aren't many people around. Wasn't anyone going to come out to greet us? See, when Ichi, after losing the sight of the ceiling, he began looking at how everything was crafted and made within the structure, and had taken out his knife and began poking and prodding at the floor, trying to get it, looking to see, he was trying to get a sample, but Scars kind of shut that down. After poking a little bit around on the floor and kind of getting a glance at things, a portal underneath Ichi opened up and someone's foot poked through, and on the bottom of their shoe it had 2 eyeballs in it. That's kind of gross, or I don't know. Page 4. A whole witch just flies out of the portal and screams. Height 5'5", weight 132, body fat 11%. Page 5. Well, aren't you the sturdy musclehead, healthy too, and flexible? Plus, you really do have magic power despite being visibly male. Wahaha, incredible. I'm staring at you with my own eyeballs, and I still can't believe it. Okay, strip. Let me see it all. I have to examine you naked. Who are you? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Master, please. You have to calm yourself. Down, girl, down. Master Ichi, I'm sorry, but could you please give me a strand of your hair? Ichi plucks out of his hair, hands it to him. So that initial witch there, they got, I guess they are, maybe they're the, what is it? Maybe there's Shirabedonna, the analytical witch, considering how excited they were with him being male and a witch. And, you know, he's trying to do research already. Let the man breathe, you know what I'm saying? At least take him out to dinner, get him some, get him some Applebee's or something, give him a nice steak, shrimp. There, page 6. Ladies, line up. Welcome, Master Discaris, Master Ichi. It is our honor to be your guides today. We are of the Society for Research into the Intricacies of Magic and Witches, but that's a mouthful, so please call us the Witches Research Club. A group of witches show up with their own unique uniform and masks, looking like the Power Rangers. No, they don't look like the Power Rangers at all. They just have a nice little uniform though. They look ready to get ready to research. Look like doctors or whatnot. You're from earlier. Yes, thank you for the assist. Now, if you'd like to confirm it, here's our approach permit. Approach permit? Welcome, Master Monogold handed down an official notice stating that getting anywhere near Master Ichi without proper permission is strictly forbidden. No wonder there's nobody here. And, over there is our club supervisor, Shirabedonna, the analytical witch, presented with such a rare guinea pig. with such a rare research subject, she lost her composure. Our profound apologies. Are all witches like this? No, of course. Again, terribly sorry for the scene. Let me begin again. Allow me to be your guide. Yeah. Shirabedonna is tweaking over here. She finally has his hair in her hands and it's just like, it's like in a ball and she's just like, ah. Magic's registration chamber. Page 8. All right. Stand right there. Weird. A mirror on the ceiling. What's up? Nothing. Mr. Ichi. So they walked in, looks like they walked into a new room, and on the floor it has some sort of some people would call it like the sacred geometry. There's a whole bunch of like lines and triangles. It looks like a lotus and a hexagram and a flower looking symbol. And then when he looks up, there are mirrors that are positioned in a way. Maybe they're going to take in some light and add some sort of magic to this flooring here. It's quite interesting. It still catches Ichi off guard. He has no idea what's going on. And he's the only one standing inside in the middle there. Everyone else is standing out on the outside looking in towards him. Page 9. You acquired the Raiko magic, right? Use it for us. You want me to use it? The chant on the magic stone. Oh, this? Since you acquired that magic, only you can read what's on the stone. The word is Raiko's true name. Here on the top right panel here. Shirabedonna, she's overexcited for this right now. Everyone else looks so nonchalant. Like Ichi's like, yo, what you want me to do? Discaris is like, yo, just use the stone. Just, it's easy. Shirabedonna, she's over here just tweaking, man. Just, yo, I've never seen this before. But again, I'm just gonna chop that up to the she's a researcher, she's new to this. Let's make our way to page 10. Pull your knife and take a stance. Imagine yourself slicing that target there. Then swing your arm and speak Raiko's true name. It's chant. Swing at the target. Like I'm slicing it. You see Ichi gather the power and boom. Shirabedonna excited. She sees around for Ichi here on page 11. It looks as Raiko, the lightning wolf, the aura or the essence of him surrounds him, and he just reaches back and slashes at the object. He goes, Inazuri, lightning claw. And then a huge explosion occurs. Everyone's just shocked. The research club, the 3 girls from the research club are just like, ugh. And he just continues just letting the ability go into the mirror. I guess they had him launch it into the mirror there. Oh, actually, he was supposed to hit the target. He was facing a target. And then when he cast the spell, it looks like instead of hitting the target, he ended up aiming the remaining energy into the sky towards the mirrors of the little chamber he was in. One of the researchers says, "A man really just used magic?" Ichi says, "It felt like I was swinging a great scythe." Shirabedonna walks up to him. "Oh, I see. You're the type to do things by feel." Ichi was just shocked. Magic power levels seem similar to the average woman. No sign of anything resembling traditional stance or form though. But, on page 14, you still trigger the spell without hesitation and purely off the desire to hunt the target. You may be a novice at magic, but your experience as a hunter, how fascinating. And it seems that as long as you don't activate Aurora, using magic won't leave you asleep for 3 days. Raiko's effect wasn't a gigantic explosion either. Good. Still, it's odd. Why did you hit the ceiling, not the target? It wasn't a simple miss either. You aimed for it, didn't you? Ichi just stares. Alright, before I keep moving more with the page here. Shirabedonna is, I see now why they call her the analytical witch. She's been eyeing this man since he came down, breaking down every aspect of him bit by bit, and already has everything known about him to a T, it seems. It seems she's already been briefed about how he falls asleep after using Aurora, which is pretty cool. I really like that. And he probably has no idea why he aimed at it too. But let's see. Ichi stares for upward. Habit. She responds, habit? When I sense a powerful presence, especially a hostile one, my body just reacts. That's no normal ceiling. What's beyond the mirror? Oh man, Ichi already knows, man. He already has his eye on something. He's like, I feel something, and I feel something's off here. I feel something's off. Shirabedonna's eyes shoot open, glowing, excited. Ooh, perceptive. Yes, at this very moment, on the other side of that mirror, the witches of the association are watching you. Yeah, it pans over and you see all the different fractals and that show all the different witches looking through their mirrors and their transmission devices, kind of seeing and observing him. Some of them probably just hate him. Some of them are curious about who he is. This is good. They're judging you to see if you're dangerous or not. You've proved that you're capable of using magic without hesitation. Will they see that as a weapon in our arsenal or as a potential threat? Everyone's internal balances are teetering, ready to go either way. For that reason, I highly suggest you do something about that. Oh man, yeah, and on this page, we're on 17, you see a few more of the witches here that are observing him. I guess they all have their own attire, looking to come from different factions. They probably all have different styles of magic, and I can ensure that there's probably a faction of old school witches here that are not happy that this man exists. And I wonder if they're ever going to send them after him, because they're going to probably try to find any excuse to take this man out. Unless they're just practical and it's going to be like, yeah, we might need him. But I still really enjoy how Shirabedonna is able to break this down. And when you look at it, pans back over to Ichi, and you see Aurora kind of manifesting behind him. and everyone shocked. Ichi looks over at him. They're like, "Oh, come on, Ichi partner," he says. "You see how these witches work now. They stick you in this fish tank, observing you like a beast, looking for excuses to kill you. You can't trust them. Forget magic hunting. What say the two of us do a little witch hunting instead?" Ichi looks back over his shoulder. Interesting. Oh man, that was good. That was good. Now, I didn't expect them to immediately put Ichi in like the tank like that, but it makes sense. It makes sense that they would want to do some level of observation to see what this man is about, to get an understanding of who he is so that they know if he's going to be a threat to them or not. And I guarantee there's going to be a large amount of them that are going to be skeptical of who he is and want to put him down. Like, this has never happened. This is most definitely an anomaly. They don't want this going on. And if this could also, for some of them, threaten their power, because it's like, if he's the first guy to be, first male to ever be a witch, who's to say that he won't be the last? You know, there could be more and more and more, and then now they have to fight for power to keep a hold of the hierarchy and structure that they all once had, because that's going to be new individuals coming in saying these magics are mine and trying to get it. They're going to be fighting over magics and how the magic society is going to be. And if you have a whole bunch of individuals who come into the space and want to weaponize this even further, there could be whole wars held with the witches. Like, who's this? Like, it'd just be one person that's like, you know what, I don't want to hunt the magics anymore. Because I was saying this with Aurora about Ichi getting Aurora. It could have been the wrong person who got Aurora. Could have easily been, you know what? Let's take everybody out. I don't want to work with the witch society. I want to kill all the witches and kill all the people and then just rule this world myself. You know what I'm saying? They could have easily been like that. But I'm really glad that so far we're not going that route. We're not going that route at all. I'm gonna take a look at a few things right here that caught my eye in the beginning. Oop, I think I broke my page. All right. I really like the little entrance here. I thought that was a cool mirage on how they walked in. That made sure that no random individuals are going to be getting inside. And it really threw me for a loop how Shirabedonna, or it kind of shook me. It shook me too much, but it kind of threw me that she was just so excited to see who he was for the first time. Like, I didn't expect that level of enthusiasm, but hey, you know how it is. And they first time they someone who is passionate about their craft and they're extra interested. I know I'm like that when it comes to code. Like, when I see a new framework or some new language, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta figure this out. I gotta see this right now, and I want to know everything about it. So when she's going in here and seeing a new individual who's a witch, that this is an anomaly for the most part, I can kind of understand why she's so excited. But man, not to make the man strip right in front of everybody. Give the man a chance, you know, give the man a chance. And it also made a lot more sense when they were inside the chamber the first, when nobody was there to greet them. After getting that extra context that they had put a approach permit or some sort of like approach order or whatnot, so that no one could talk to him and do this, that, and the other. Because I guess they didn't want random witches getting a hold of him and getting in contact with him and accidentally, I don't know, what would they do? I mean, sure, like, was it Shirabedonna? She was the only one who was able to talk to him, I guess, because of research. But what would any other witch do? Would they try to fight him, discourage him from being there, kill him? I guess there probably could have been some people who would have wanted to kill him so they could maybe take over his magics. I don't know. That is interesting, but I kind of like how that segued them into the magic's registration chamber. It was a registration chamber, but they didn't do much registration this chapter. They kind of just had him fight. Well, not even fight. They had him test out the lightning magic that he acquired, and Going back here, I'll say going back here, looking at this again, you can see that he's intrigued with the mirror looking forward. And after he attacks, like he's told to use his ability to attack, he immediately attacks the mirror. So yeah, me going back here, you can see even on page 8 that he had noticed that something was off about the ceiling. You know, like he knows there was a mirror on the ceiling and his eyes were immediately drawn to it, and he felt something was to his core. And you can see that Shirabedonna is she no Descaris actually says, hey, what's up, to him, and notices that he's focused on the mirror, and he's like, nothing. So even then he had an idea that something was off here. Descaris noticed that he was, you know, figuring something out, and he just kept it in a wraps until he attacked. I like that about him. He's very observant. And I think this is why he was chosen to get Aurora. Maybe he's a hunter for sure. He's about that action. And what I thought was amazing was how, I wonder if it's like this for every user of, or magic user. It's because when he's using Aurora, or he has used Aurora, the essence of him, you can kind of see him float around Ichi from time to time. But as for Raiko, or yeah, I guess Raiko, his latest magic, I really liked how when he was kind of channeling that energy, you could see that magic manifest around him as well as kind of his aura. I enjoyed that. But at the same time, I wonder if all of Ichi's magics are amplified passively by Aurora, because when he used Inazuri, the lightning claw ability, and attacked the mirror, it did a large amount of damage. I don't know if that was by design or if that was amplified by Aurora. That's something I would like to look into more and get an understanding of. If you guys know the answer on that, please put that in the comments below. That is something that I've been noticing about Ichi, is that when he uses other magics other than what he has from Aurora, or maybe Aurora's just base amplification, and when he just uses he has the suit on, any magic he uses then is amplified. But this lightning call looked pretty potent, and by their reaction, it looked like, I don't know if they were startled by him being a male and using it, or if it was just naturally that powerful. But they said if he doesn't activate his Aurora magic, he doesn't fall asleep. And it says Raiko's effect wasn't that giant explosion either. So if it wasn't, I wonder what caused the explosion, or if it was just him hitting the mirror that caused it. That's interesting. I really enjoy that. Either way, this is a really cool chapter. I'm really excited to see his answer to Aurora in the next chapter. I'm not quite sure why Aurora's the only magic that's still able to kind of like manifest, even though he is still captured by, or he's still under the control of Ichi. I haven't seen anything like that from the other witches, like Descaris. You don't see any of hers floating around, but that could be because maybe Aurora has a strong enough mental or willpower that allows him to kind of coexist alongside of Ichi, instead of being 100% dominated like other witches may have done to their own magics. I love it. I love it. But it's kind of cool to see. You kind of see how he's changed. He still has, it looks like Aurora still has that, you know, he still has his shape. He's no longer that little guy. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think about Descaris' confidence? You know, do you think it makes her likable? What do you think about Shirabedonna? Sorry, do you think she was being a little bit too much? And What do you think? What do you think the Magic Society really thinks about Ichi the Witch? Like, I don't care about spoilers and none of that. Put that below. What do you really think at this moment? What do you think the Witch Society or Witch Association really thinks about him? Do you think they're using him as some sort of tool, or do you think they're going to use him as an individual that actually means something to them? Let me know. I'm gonna see y'all later.